Today we're going to talk about what's been going on in my world, what's going on in the wedding world, and the question that keeps coming up. What's up guys, Tim here with weddingphotonj.com, and it's been a little while since the last video that I put out. Wedding season took priority over putting out new content, so that's just the way things go. Fortunately, I don't have too much going on nowadays, so welcome back. So first off, what's been going on with me? If you're not aware, obviously the world is going through something right now. Obviously with everything going on, things are being moved around, and this is probably the longest that I have gone without shooting a wedding since I started photographing, and it's tough, but we're gonna stay positive. I'm looking forward to the next event that I have coming up. But on a more serious note, today is a significant date for me personally. It's the third anniversary of my father passing away, and the reason why I wanted to bring it up, I am appreciative of the time that I had when he was here, and I wouldn't be the same person that I am if it wasn't for him, and also because I'm appreciative of the community and all the family and friends that I have that are so supportive, and I wouldn't be where I am without them either. With that said, if you have anybody that is close to you, make sure you tell them that you love them and that you appreciate them. The next thing that I wanted to touch on is what's going on in the wedding world, and with everything going on, weddings are not immune to everything that is happening. So it's unfortunate, but if there's anything that I can say that, or advice that I can give, that would be helpful to anybody that is going through this, or anybody that might need to hear it, that's obviously what I'm here for. So weddings are one of the events that you planned so far in advance. There's no way for you to tell what the weather is going to be like on any given day, and there's definitely no way for you to predict that there would be a situation like this going on. And it's very easy to start feeling down about something that you've been looking so forward to for so long, and that has such a huge meaning, as well as something that you are invested in emotionally and financially. The one thing that I've been trying to get across to all the couples that I work with, especially the ones that are coming up very soon where they may possibly have to move dates, or they already have moved dates, is the only thing that you can do is stay positive. And in my opinion, the most value that you can give to them in a time like this is reassurance that no matter what happens, they're in good hands and they will be taken care of. So whether it's the date needs to be changed to 2 months later, or financially I need to be more flexible to make sure that they're not stressing out, the couples that I work with come first no matter what. So communication is a huge part of making sure that everybody is on the same page. And sometimes that just means asking questions. So if you are one of those events that are coming up in May or June, or even shortly after that, sometimes just contacting your venue and your other vendors just to give you some peace of mind is a huge help, just to make sure you know what's going on. Each couple is going to have a different way of dealing with each circumstances, especially depending on where you fall within the timeline, how soon or how close you are to what's going on right now. My suggestion would be, if you fall into this time frame, keep in mind that the date of the wedding it's one day, and if it ends up being on the date that you planned originally, or it ends up being moved out slightly further, the day of is still going to be just as special no matter what. Your marriage is everything that comes afterwards, and hopefully eventually you'll be able to look back on this years from now and just know that you were able to get through it together, and that's the important part. And now the question that I've been getting: what's going on with my own wedding? So for any of you that weren't aware, Christine and I are engaged. We're set to get married on May 15th of this year, which is less than a month and a half from now. It's tough, and honestly right now we are not 100% exactly what is going to happen. We have talked to our vendors for the past month or so just to make sure that we're informed and we know what our options are. There's a lot of reasons why couples end up choosing a specific wedding date, and for us, it just came down to schedule. So if we were to move our wedding date, the next time ideally would be May of 2021. There are a lot of factors that go into making that final decision whether or not you are going to move the date of your wedding or not. The way that we looked at it is it's an entire process to switch your date no matter what date you end up switching to. So we figured if we were going to choose another date, we might as well pick one that works for us. As of right now, we're still hopeful that everything opens back up by the time our wedding rolls around so we don't have to move anything. What I will say though is we're not going to let this situation hold us back from getting married. We hope to have the ceremony and reception a month and a half from now, surrounded by our friends and family. But if it doesn't work out, we still plan to get married, just the two of us, and we'll look forward to celebrating with everybody a year from then. Moral of the story, if you plan on planning a wedding, it may not turn out exactly the way that you want it to. The important part is you remember what the important parts are. Also, I would love to hear from you guys. Any of my married couples that have a story where things didn't turn out exactly how you thought they would on your wedding day, please feel free to share your story. And for anybody planning a wedding, if you have questions or suggestions on future videos that I can do, please feel free to leave that in the comments as well. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you're into that kind of thing, and I'll see you guys next time.